Alrighty boys, we're ready to fire up. I gotta be honest with you, I've had it running a few times already. This is not a cold start. But got it pretty much all buttoned up. All cleaned up. Looking pretty nifty. It's got a little bit of class and character back in her. As you can see, everything is buttoned up. All the wiring is in casing. This side too. Okay, I always mark my generator and my voltage regulator with the letters. Keeping this out here because I want to keep it away from the heat of the exhaust as well as the gasoline drip. So I should have made that a little bit tighter. That's going to stay right there. Only really got, incredibly enough, one issue. Actually two little issues. This exhaust is leaking right here. Okay, if you recall when the muffler, you guys have followed the whole series here, the muffler was clogged solid with a rat's nest. But when it did blow out, it also blew out here violently. So changed one of the bolts, tightened her up, but she's still leaking from there. So I'm going to have to take it apart and get a new donut, seal it up, and that'll be that. But that little tiny exhaust noise out of there, I swear, is the only noise this freaking engine makes. Just, I mean, you know, we always say, you know, she hums, you know. Believe me, this is beyond humming. This freaking engine, at the lowest possible idle, I can almost count the fan blades going around. So, you'll hear that in a minute. Everything else is cool. I've put lights on the back. I've not wired them in yet. I gotta go get some wire. But put lights on the back, triangle on the back. Everything is working, 3-point and all. Okay. Those front lights that were on the tractor when I bought it are 12 volt actually. So they're just on there decoratively. I ordered a pair of 6 volt. Put on there. Water temperature gauge, amp meter, and oil on the other side. I'm also ordering a new steering wheel for, usually don't go that far with most of my tractors I put together, but I got a really strong feeling this baby ain't going nowhere. Put a lot of work into her, and when I start it up and you hear how terribly loud this engine is, you'll understand why. We'll clean underneath. Okay, I just filled it ratty and I overfilled it. You're not supposed to fill it all the way to the top. I'm actually supposed to fill it to the bottom of the neck here. And I wasn't paying attention. I filled it all the way, so we got a little overflow. It's nothing to be concerned about. Decided to go with the big sediment bowl instead of the small one. I think it's working out good. The sediment is settling to the bottom, and that bowl is really easy to take off. Much easier than the other one. Brand new batteries, you can see. Every single thing is new. Plugs, wires, points, condenser, rotor, cap, coil, starter, battery. All ignition wiring new. New switches. Actually, that's the other one thing I need. The ignition switch is kind of the key switch here. It's just a little temperamental. I turn it on, I get juice. If I turn it too far, I don't have juice. It's only a 2-wire switch, so it doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to order a new key switch for it. But I'm going to mount a light also. I do on all my tractors, so when the key is on, there's a little indicator light on the dashboard to let me know that I get juice. Alright, so, alright Dano, enough freaking bullshit. Let's show them how terribly this damn thing runs. This thing really runs like a freaking piece of junk, I'm telling you. Of course, that indicator light isn't working. Testing it with the test lighter. Yeah, I got juice there. Alrighty. No choke. A little less than half idle. Let's see what she sounds like. Just one mention, you guys that don't know, with the Ferguson, the switch to turn it on, okay, all the way to the right and up forward. That's a safety switch. Ferguson was so far ahead of his time, it's not even funny. I'm telling you, man, if you do some history reading on this guy, It'll blow you away. This guy truly was the father of the modern tractor, believe me. This guy was an absolute mechanical genius. So you cannot start this vehicle in gear. That was the idea of it. You have to grab a hold of the stick shift, move it over and forward to start it. Alrighty. Low idle. Look at that freaking fan. If it wasn't for that little donut exhaust leak right there, this engine would be absolutely silent. Exhaust is coming out the back, but it's leaking right there. So no big deal. It's a $5 donut and sealer. That's it, man. The old gray Fergie lives again. And I did drive it around. Everything works great. Kind of hard to do a video by myself with it driving. I hate videos from behind the steering wheel. I just don't like those videos at all when guys do videos like that. But there she is, guys. The old gray Fergie. Kicks over with one bump of that freaking switch. Unreal. Remember that thing? That engine was frozen, remember? Could hardly turn it over. Listen to her hum now. Perfectly timed. 6 degrees before top dead center. Everything is perfect on that. That's it, guys. That's the story on the old gray Fergie. When I get that manifold donut in, I will be back just to let you see how quiet that engine is. So this was a little more than a month. I don't know, about 70 days or so I've been into this. 60 days, a couple of months, I don't know. It seems like forever I'm working on this one, but it was a challenge. Learned a lot, and she's earned her spot on the lawn, right next to the farm walls, and looking good. There's the side of my front lawn. So, looking good, guys. Thanks for watching all this. I appreciate it. Book 'em, Dano. Alright, guys. I just had to show you my $4.99 Tractor Supply accessory here.